We are at Ben Davis High School. This is WRTV. My locker was right up there. This is where it all started for me.
You were a first place winner, received the trophy.
I'm a Ben Davis Giant, so what that means to me is we work hard and we love to win. And so as a Ben Davis Giant, we're never giving up. I grew up learning how to work hard, how to fight, how to not take no for an answer, how to go different routes because I know what I want my end result to be. And I learned that here in WRTV at Ben Davis High School on the west side. Now I'm back home reporting in this community that I love, in this city that I love. And being a West Sider means you are tough, you are gonna work hard, and that is what I take pride in. And also just the fact that, you know, I've always been the kind of person that likes to be kind of in the spotlight in a way. I was a dancer, I was a cheerleader, I was a gymnast, I did track and field. And so this kind of provided that as well. But then once I got more into it and learned that I could share positive stories, I could share good things happening in our community, that is what really made me fall in love with journalism. Why did you all decide to start this? Local journalism is so important because our community deserves to know the truth. They deserve to know what is happening in their community. We are out there every day holding officials accountable. We're also out there sharing the good, and that's what I love so much about this job is we have the power to give that voice to the voiceless.
Born in the Bronx, went to college in Franklin, Indiana. First job, Yuma, Arizona, then Lubbock, Texas, then Indianapolis, Indiana, Fort Wayne, South Bend, back to Indianapolis, staying here for a long time. Welcome to my hometown, Franklin, Indiana, 46131. Welcome to my alma mater. This is Franklin College. That is Old Main. This is where I was educated. This is where I got a chance to explore the world. I met so many great people, and I was able then to explore my career. And then I met my wife, and then of course, the end is history. Every place is great, but then it's the people who make a difference wherever you live. And so here, it's about the people. What's your name?
Terry.
A moment ago, you just met a lady who does sign language. Just wanted to show up and she did her thing.
¿Cómo está?
It's about the caliber of
Estoy aquí con mi
people.
colega con el canal.
Why then is it critical to provide this agency? Local journalism matters because it's about finding solutions to problems. It's about bringing people together on those issues, trying to spur solutions. It's also about magnifying the good things in the community and pointing out those things that could cause harm. So when you have local journalism, in fact, what you're having is you're having solution-oriented stories and putting people together to reach that goal. My obligation to the community is to give back, to be present, to be honest, to be trustworthy, to be the arbiter of information in a way that is fair to both sides.
I just fell in love with the village. So many restaurants, so many bars, so many different shops. My barber's in Broad Ripple, my favorite restaurants are in Broad Ripple, my bike shop's in Broad Ripple, my outdoor stores in Broad Ripple. It's all good. It's just getting in your community that you establish so many connections, and I just love that community feel. I'm in my best element when I'm outdoors. So I'm on my bike, I'm on golf courses across central Indiana, I'm at state parks across central Indiana, I'm on rivers with my kayak here in central Indiana. I have a goal to hit every single state park in the state of Indiana. I've picked up the international travel bug, and I've been all over the world. I've been to 5 of the 7 continents, and people ask me, like, why do you always travel? I lost my dad when I was younger. He was 65. He worked all his life to get to retirement and never could travel. And so ever since he died, I've just told myself, if I get the opportunity, I'm going to go. And while I'm there, I don't always go to the tourist locations. I try to find myself and immerse myself into different communities and talk to people. And that's what I do in central Indiana too. I talk to people.
Somehow, right?
Growing up, I was just fascinated with how weather changes. I've seen how the weather influences people's days. Growing up on the farm, I realized the importance to the farmers as well. Farmers can't just wait one day to go to the pool. They need weather and they need rain for their crops. And so when I give the forecast a lot of times, I'm very mindful of my entire audience. What's great for one person may not be great for another person.
I grew up in Denver, Colorado. It was a great time just being able to get outdoors, and I spent hours and hours dancing. So I was part of dance team as well as a competitive dance team at a studio there. Colorado to California for college, to Eugene, Oregon for work, and then went to Virginia Beach and finally moved out here. At the root of it, being here in Indiana really brings me closer to home, and it already feels like home. There was no other place I would choose to have my wedding. It was in downtown at the Indianapolis Arts Garden, and it was the best moment of my life. It's literally the epicenter. This is where I'm planting my roots. This is where my husband and I are. This is where we love to be. I mean, this is our home. I love being able to go hiking out in the community. My husband and I go hiking just about every weekend now, so exploring different outdoor areas. What's your favorite? And the food. Cannot forget about the food. Oh my gosh, I love the food here in Indy. You're not getting all the reporting. That's my #1 priority, to leave people with the information to empower them to make the good decisions that they should make every single day to make this community a better place. Inside Indy is making this community a better place, and that feels great to be able to be a part of, where we put our words into action, we show you what you need to know, and also have those conversations and just take it a step further, right? I'm excited to be a part of really diving deep into the community.
Okay, where are you going to school?
But it's essential to highlight, especially in one point, in one show, in Inside Indy, because it matters. It matters to have that dedicated time, to have those in-depth conversations, and to have that positivity where you walk away saying, wow.
Bishop is a Pekingese. He's 14. When I came here for my interview, there was a pulse about the downtown area, a pulse about the city. And that kind of energy just made me feel like I need to be a part of that place. I got him when he was 6 weeks old, and he's been with me ever since. Made the cross-country journey with me to come here at our apartment. They call him the mayor. One of my favorite places to be downtown is Fountain Square area. I love bike riding around the downtown area along the American Legion Mall is always a nice place to be, as is the Cultural Trail. Come on, you have to really live your life outside of work to be a better journalist at work. The majority of the story ideas that I bring to the table come from just talking with people I see on the street. Bishop, there's really nothing out there that can replace local journalism. No one else can really tell you what's going down the street than your local journalists who are covering your government, the police and fire activity in your area, what your schools are doing. And those local activities and those local happenings are the things that we bring you so you can make better decisions, so your local life can be that much better. I'm Mark Mullins, good to see you. That's why it's so important to connect with people, to just strike up conversation, because you never know what you're going to learn. And everybody out there has a story. Nice to see you. You know, you can count on us to really tell you what's been going on in the places where you can't be, so you can make the decisions you need to make.
We're in downtown Bargersville, my hometown. It's big, but it still has that small feel. You can see the grain silos and everything in the background, so it's a rural community, but it's getting bigger and bigger each year. Born and raised right here in Johnson County. Bargersville's important to me because this is where I grew up since I was a little girl. My husband grew up here.
It's a pretty cool birdhouse.
And this is where we're gonna raise our family. I think any parent would agree that it takes a village to raise kids, and we have 2 little kids, Archie and Isla, and we are just down the road from both our parents and both of our extended families, and I don't think we'd be able to do what we do without our family's help. Family's just so important to us, and so we wanted to stay close. I always joke that I never left here. I've lived in Johnson County since I was 2 years old, and I even went to college in Johnson County, and then when my husband and I graduated college, we moved right back here. So we've literally never left, and we really don't have any plans to, because this is our home and this is our community, and we just love being close to our families. His audio's okay. Local journalism is important to me because this is my community. As a storyteller, I also want to focus on the good moments. How are you telling them how to get here? I'm thinking like a journalist, but I'm also thinking like a mom. There's so much good going on in our community. I want to focus on that.
1972 is when the Gregorys moved to Indianapolis. I was in 2nd grade. My dad started his forecasting career, and here we are in 2022, and I'm still going. And it's 50 years of forecasting for the Gregory family. I'm proud of that. I think it's really neat to have had that continuity over 5 decades, and we've certainly been a part of most major weather records in Indianapolis. Relationships that you've built over this period of time with coworkers, about that sunshine, with viewers right there, with the community.
What you doing, big boy?
I still live on the west side of Indianapolis, which is where we moved in 1972. I went to Ben Davis High School and went to Purdue University after that. If you ever see me out in public, ask me, hey, I heard you say you still carry your student IDs. I do. I'm from Ben Davis and from Purdue, because I don't think I'll lose them if I'm in my wallet. I'm more likely to lose them somewhere else. Plus, on the back of my Ben Davis card, it says this must be carried at all times.
It is peaceful out here.
It's fun to tell you it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow and it's going to be a nice weekend. It's a necessity to tell you when we have life-threatening weather. And hopefully a few days in advance of that event. Having lived in central Indiana this long, I have the comfort of knowing who I'm talking to. I really feel like I see you when I'm talking to you on TV. Second graders always ask me, can you see me when I'm watching you? And I said, yes. I see you. Do what you love. Have fun doing it. Don't be so worried about tomorrow that you don't enjoy today.